Hello! So, I just wanted to hit record and do a quick rant for a second because this is on my mind and I'd like to speak about it. So, again, we are less than a month away from The Force Awakens. I personally still can barely believe that this movie is even happening. Even with close to like 15 clips now with the trailers and the new clip that debuted during the American Music Awards last night, and with this movie being the most hyped up movie of all time. Last night, Pentatonix did an amazing performance of the Star Wars theme with a live backing orchestra at the American Music Awards. I loved every second of it. I totally nerded out and got my lightsaber and started waving it around. But I just wanted to get on camera and just discuss something to Star Wars theorists and Star Wars fans who like to make jokes. There are a lot of good Star Wars jokes you can make, especially when you target the stormtroopers and say these aren't the something you're looking for. There's a ton of comedy to make in reference to Star Wars. Jar Jar Binks jokes does not fall in that category. Okay, all you dumb Star Wars theorists and fans who are like, oh, Jar Jar Binks might be a Sith Lord. Oh, you go in the comment section of the Star Wars trailer and you see two fish ears pop out of Kylo Ren's helmet. Misa, avenge you, Annie! For 1 second, let's entertain this. Let's say that the writers of the Star Wars series decide to do this. Let's say that Disney approves this. Now keep in mind, this scenario is more fictitious than Star Wars itself. Let's say that the story people decide to say that Jar Jar Binks is indeed a Sith Lord. There will be a riot. People, Jar Jar Binks is not only the worst thing about the prequels, it's the worst thing to ever come out of Star Wars. He is the worst decision that George Lucas made, and is even worse on the part of all the people that went along with it and all the people that got paid to be involved with that rabbit fish thing. The only reason I'm talking about him now is because internet comments frustrate me. People are making videos about how he is Darth Plagueis reincarnate and how he is secretly Kylo Ren and he is secretly a Sith Lord. Guys, why are you helping out George Lucas? George Lucas decided to stick us with Jar Jar way too many times, especially giving him way too much importance by basically making him responsible for the downfall of the Republic and the rise of the Empire. But now, you people are legitimizing him even more. And again, before anyone says to me, oh, these are just fictitious characters and people are just commenting about this, I know, okay, I am fully aware that I'm talking about a totally fictitious thing and non-important things right now. I'm totally aware of that. This is just a rant out of pure frustration. And it was on my mind. So, but I'm just gonna beg you. I'm gonna beg the Star Wars fans. Let's forget about Jar Jar Binks. I don't want to hear his name again. I don't want to hear Misa. I don't want to hear somebody quote him. I don't want to hear Misa did this ever again. The only reason I have the prequels is because they're part of the Star Wars saga, and I just have them in my cupboard way in the back there, and and the only prequel I think I'll ever watch again is Revenge of the Sith, because it's the best one. Jar Jar Binks is not worth making jokes of, even at the expense of him, because it just brings back bad memories. It's like trying to make jokes about The Last Airbender or Birdemic or Battlefield Earth. Those are three of the worst movies of all time. And when somebody makes a joke about those things, I just have bad memories of those movies. Especially The Last Airbender, because that's the only movie out of those three that I actually saw in full. What I'm saying is, stop the crazy, stupid Jar Jar fan theories. I don't want to hear his name ever again. I don't want to see some guy Photoshop Jar Jar's face into every single face on the poster of The Force Awakens. I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear him quoted, I don't want to hear him referenced, I don't want to see him ever again. If you're a Star Wars fan that doesn't like to mess around with people, then you'll probably agree with me. While we're at it, since I'm talking to theorists, Luke is not a Sith! Drop it. Just drop it forever. Luke is not Kylo Ren, Luke is not following in the path of Darth Vader, Luke is a Jedi. Alright, these are like all those fuckers trying to make Superman to be a bad guy in the comic books. Luke Skywalker is a Jedi Knight. He wielded the blue lightsaber, and he wielded a green lightsaber. Again, by suggesting that Luke is a Sith, you're once again helping out George Lucas, the guy who messed up Star Wars in the first place. Like, George Lucas basically drilled that down our throats, that if a Jedi just gets a little angry, he's evil and he's gone to the dark side. There's no fucking changing him. Luke got angry because Darth Vader threatened to turn Leia over to the dark side. That's it, and that's all. That's why he got angry, and it passed by him. That's why I think one of the big flaws of the original trilogy, is, and the whole Star Wars saga so far, is that they made the light side and the dark side way too black and white. It's not that simple. As we all have learned, there are areas of shady gray in life, and to make a realistic and story that really connects with people, you should try to emulate that in your story. Luckily, most of the original trilogy does relate to people. But ultimately what I'm saying is, stop helping out George Lucas. You're legitimizing his decisions that he's made with the prequels and with the special editions. Look, I still have some respect for George Lucas because 40 years ago, he did create one of the greatest things in movie and pop culture history. And he is capable, and he is still capable of making good decisions. Exhibit A, getting Kathleen Kennedy to lead Lucasfilm, now that it's with Disney. But otherwise, the fanboys and the crazy Star Wars theorists, yeah, I'm calling you crazy, that are saying Jar Jar Binks is a Sith Lord, get him out of there. Let's forget him. Let's wash our hands of him completely. I don't want to hear his name again. And the people who are saying Luke is a Sith, stop it. Just stop it. It's not true. We've gotten a lot of clips for The Force Awakens. There was, like I said, there was a new clip that they viewed during the AMAs last night. There's been TV spots, there's been trailers. I like the new footage coming out, I do. And miraculously, they still haven't given anything away. Like, I can't piece together the plot together if I tried. So, kudos to Disney for that. But I don't know, I don't want to see more new footage, okay? I get it. I get what they're trying to sell here. I've been on board since November of 2014 when that first trailer hit. Realistically, I've been on board since October 2012 when they announced that Disney bought Lucasfilm and that Star Wars Episode 7 was happening. So I don't want to see another second of new footage. What I would really like, and I'm sure a lot of Star Wars fans would like this too, I would like the release of a track from the musical score from Star Wars Episode 7. Because before Phantom Menace, I've heard that fans actually got to listen to Duel of the Fates, and that is one of the best pieces of music in the entire Star Wars saga, let's face it. I would love to hear a piece of John Williams' score from The Force Awakens. I think that would be amazing, because John Williams is not only the best movie composer ever, but in my humble opinion, he's one of the best composers ever. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Beethoven, Bach, Monteverdi, Mozart, you include John Williams right with them. I would love to hear a new track from the musical score. I think that would be amazing. Let's forget Jar Jar Binks. Luke was, and always will be a good guy. And please give us a track from the musical score before the movie. That's all I have to say. Nimani Melon, peace out, A-Town Down. See you next time, I will.